Hops are doing a little better. Got the strike water on. Ah, wet my whistle. Batch number 74 today. It's a raspberry Raptured. Made it many a times. Gonna dough in here in 2 seconds. I got my strike water on. It's ready to go. I started a little early. I'll do a temperature check. Looks like it has to come up a little bit more. 20, 130, so we're out here. We'll crank it up now. And we'll dough in here in a few minutes. Why wouldn't I? Number 74, the raspberry Raptured. We're doughing in here. Doughing time, doughing time. Nothing like that doughing time. Got flake meat in this one. So we're not going to violently stir it all. Oh, I love the smell. Everybody out there knows what that is. Marron.
I got a little chocolate in this one, coffee.
Chocolate. 4 ounces, I believe. See what this gauge is like. Off, you said. Gauges, you gotta keep calibrating them. These ones are easy to calibrate with the screw at the bottom. You can bring that other gauge over and use that too. It's in the cut. I'm showing beautiful what I want to be about 152, but I'm not trusting this gauge. The old candy thermometers are so much more accurate. I'm coming in a little low here. Now let's get the cover on this.
You did it. Good job.
Yeah, we're a little lower on the mash that I want to be because of the gauges. One's showing 152, the other one's showing, you're not listening. All right, on with the raspberry Raptured. Beginning of verloft here. I don't want to spill it accidentally. So we'll just verloft this one pitcher in there, and we'll head this sucker out to the boil kettle. All right, Mr. Rupert. Just pour it in back slowly so you don't disturb the grain bed too much. I normally pour it over a spoon, but sometimes I don't have the luxury to do that and sometimes hold a camera at the same time. So off to the boil kettle here very shortly. Oh, this smells absolutely delicious. Absolutely delicious. Oh man. This one I know is a good beer because we made it many a times. we won't screw up on the recipe like I did before with the red eye rye in a previous video. You can go and see that one there. I override it way too much. 5 pounds of rye just wasn't too good. She didn't come out that good. So on with the show here. I got to continue and get this Verlof going and get this into the boil kettle. So once again, on with the Verlof. The color of this is that Cara red. It gives you that nice red color already. But once I get the puree in here, she turns red, or redder, I should say. Oh, stuck my finger right in there. Alrighty. I'm waiting for the flies and the bees to come in. Maybe we won't get too many. Then we're going to go right off to the boil kettle here. My little clamp. And off with the run-ins. She's a filling. We went with a 90-minute mash this time. So we'll let that kettle fill, and we'll be on with the boil here in a few minutes. I'm going to do a little old-fashioned sparging here. 164 degrees of water. 164 and 165. And this time right now the valve is closed. I just want to get like an even amount of water in here. Hopefully where I don't get burnt. I'm going to go at least a full 2 quarts. And I know that didn't fill to the 2-quart level, so a little over 2. And we'll let that soak for a few minutes. You can hear it draining down through the grain bed already. You can actually see it bubbling. So we'll get a reading on the refractometer. Like to dip it in a couple times. And you should let it cool off a little bit. I'm sure the reading is going to be accurate. Alright, we got the Raspberry Rapture here, just approaching hot break. At a full kettle, we came in at 1046, and we'll probably leave it there. That'd make a nice 5% beer, a little under 5% maybe. We're approaching a hot break right now though, so I got a beer in my one hand, spritzer in the other hand, and I got to get my hand on the control here before this thing overflows like it's going to do right now. So down we go with the temperature. We're drinking this all-day IPA Founders out of a Miller Lite glass again. I hate Miller. How you doing? The wife was out here planting a few tomatoes and bushes and cleaning up a little bit, pulling some weeds. And one of the first nice days here in the city again, Buffalo. Not in the city, on the outskirts, but yeah, Raspberry Rapture. Once again, this is a really good beer. I won't screw this one up like I did on the rye. But the rye's all gone, like I showed on that video. Prost! Raspberry Rapture beer has just had the hot break achieved. Going to crank it up in a minute, but here's 2.5 ounces of Citra hops. They're going in now in a homemade muslin bag. We showed online how we make those before. So that's going into the boil for 1 hour. And I've got to start my timer. Of course, I don't have my timer with me, so I'll have to go get it. So we'll get that in there. 1 hour, the citras are going to float in there. And you can smell them instantly. On she goes. Wort chillers and sanitizer. Wort chillers right into the fermenting bucket that's being sanitized as we speak. All doing a nice brew so far, as long as we don't run out of gas. Right, Mr. Rupert? How we doing today? How we doing? You can't say nothing right now? We're doing okay. All right, the timer just went off on the Raspberry Raptured beer. A little bit of yeast nutrient, last 15 minutes. I got to order more of that. I didn't realize I'm out. So that's in for what it's worth. 2 ounces of Willamette hops in a homemade muslin bag. That's in. And I just got to get the wife's got my cap full of a little bit of lots. That's a lot. Irish moss, I don't think I'm going to put that much in. Yeah, way too much. She's flame out. Flame out. There goes the wort chiller. We're going to stick her in there. Flame out in a minute as soon as I get over there. All right, flame out, wort chiller's in. And turn her on. And we'll shut the annoying buzzer off. So flame out, and we're chilling. Wife's gonna pick up some yeast, and we'll be going to the fermenter very shortly. Ready to pitch these shortly. She's already down to 140. I'll leave the hop bags right in there. Let them release the last of their oils. Yeah, 142, but we'll give it some time. Should take at least 5 to 8 minutes on my water system here. And we just have it running out the driveway down this hose here, watering the grass and whatnot. We're down to 140 already. Wort chiller's in. We're cool. We're transferring to the fermenting bucket right now as we speak. We're filling up nicely. And I'll get the raspberry puree ready. That's right here. And the opener in the bucket ready. And this one will be off to the fermenting corner shortly. Turn this off. Nice breeze coming in, unfortunately. Okay, I'm opening the raspberry puree. Oh, that is thick stuff. My wife's going to pitch the yeast right behind me here within seconds. Wait. Spray bottle. Okay. Bubblers in here. Somewhere. Oh, that raspberry puree smells awesome. Of course, she got a taste of it, I didn't. All right. Raspberry Rapture, Brewed A. One of them complete again. Let me go get this over. Uh-oh, got a chair in my way. No help. Gonna get jammed under the wheel. Gonna be an accident waiting to happen. We're in the corner here. Gonna be a nice chilly night. It's gonna brew beautiful.